In the quiet lands of old Japan, there lived a warrior who forgot how to fight, not because he lost his sword, but because he lost something far more important. His discipline faded, his fire disappeared, and slowly he forgot who he was. There was a time when his name meant something, when his presence alone commanded respect. His movements were sharp, his mind was focused, his spirit unbreakable. But that time was long gone. Years passed without battle, without challenge, without purpose. He chose comfort, warm meals, easy days, quiet nights, and slowly, comfort made him weak. Every day felt the same. Wake up, eat, walk, rest. No discipline, no growth, no struggle. And without struggle, a warrior begins to fade. And he didn't notice, but deep inside, something felt wrong. A quiet emptiness, a feeling he could not explain. He tried to ignore it, to silence it, but it remained, growing stronger each day. One day, he saw a young warrior training, fast, focused, disciplined, every movement sharp, every breath controlled, and in that moment, something awakened inside him, a memory. He stood there, watching in silence, and suddenly he remembered. This was who he used to be, strong, focused, alive, and now he was not. The realization hurt, not because he was weak, but because he knew he allowed it to happen. No one forced him, no one stopped him. He simply let go. That night, he returned home, in silence. No words, no excuses. He walked to the corner and saw his sword, covered in dust. He picked it up slowly. It felt heavy, unfamiliar, but real. He looked at his reflection and made a decision, not loudly, but deeply. The next morning, he started again, not as a master, but as a beginner. Slow, unstable, weak, but willing. His body resisted, his muscles burned, his balance failed. He fell, again and again. But this time, he did not stop. He continued. Days became weeks, weeks became months. He trained in silence, no audience, no praise, just discipline, just repetition, just effort. Slowly, something changed. His movements improved, his mind sharpened, his body responded, and the fire began to return. He was not the same as before. He was calmer, more aware, more controlled, less ego, more presence, more depth, a different kind of strength. He was no longer chasing strength. He was building it, quietly, steadily, without needing anyone to see it, because now it was for him. One day, he passed the same place again. The young warrior was still there, training, focused. But this time, he did not watch because he no longer needed reminders. He no longer needed comparison. He had rebuilt himself, not perfectly, but truthfully. And that was enough. A man does not lose himself in one day, and he does not find himself in one moment. It is a slow process, a quiet return, built through discipline, through effort, through choice. So if you feel lost, if you feel weak, remember this: you did not lose yourself forever. You only forgot. And what is forgotten can be remembered. Even after progress, doubt returned, quietly, whispering in his mind, "You're too late. You will never be the same. You should have stayed where it was easy." And for a moment, he almost believed it, but this time, he did not run from it. He listened, he understood, and then he let it pass, because he knew thoughts are not truth. One morning, he watched the river, flowing slowly but endlessly. It did not rush. It did not stop. It simply moved with patience. And he realized strength is not speed. Growth is not loud. Power is not force. True mastery is quiet, consistent, unseen. Now his training changed. Less force, more precision, less effort, more control. Every movement intentional. Every action refined. He was no longer fighting himself. No more frustration, no more anger, only balance between strength and calm, between action and patience, between mind and body. Time passed quietly. No rush, no pressure, just steady growth. And for the first time, he respected time. Instead of fearing it, the emptiness was gone, replaced by something deeper, a quiet peace, a silent confidence, not loud, not visible, but real and unshakable. He was no longer rebuilding. He was becoming, not the man he was before, but someone greater, a man who lost himself and found something deeper, something lasting. And maybe that is the real journey, not becoming who you were, but becoming who you were meant to be, stronger, calmer, wiser, through the fall and the return.